welcome back to the channel. Well, welcome back to 4-wheel drive touring UK. We're going to rebrand, so this is it. Now, you join me at West Coast Off-Road because today we're going to have some work done on the 80. I'll show you basically what we're going to have, but let's just introduce where we are and why we're here. If we go back 6 months when I bought the Cruiser, then essentially it was always bought to be a touring rig, do European trips, go to Iceland, you know, do all this cool stuff, and I never really got it started. I just enjoyed the truck as it was until a mate sent me a link to some ARB side steps and some other ARB goodies, and that sort of kicked it all off. For those who don't know, Paul at West Coast Off-Road has some of the best contacts with Aussie companies, I'm, Tamer, they're just sort of to name a few. But then he also has unbelievable clientele. So these trucks, you know, the trucks that he works on are all proper 4-wheel drive, set up for touring, set up for off-roading, set up to taking a beating, and that's hopefully what, after today, my 80 will be. So we're going to pull the 80 around the corner, get it up on a ramp, I'll introduce you to the team, and we'll get today moving. I'm so excited. So what's the height?
34.5 inches.
And that's with it sat on its bump stops, pretty much. So what we found is that
Same on the front.
it's the same on the front.
Pretty much, yeah.
So because the suspension's so old on this, and I don't think it's ever been replaced, we just measured the front and the back, and it's, yeah, the whole car's pretty much sat on its bump stops. So the kit that we're installing today is probably going to transform it quite a lot. It's going to lift it massively, so I'm quite excited. But the kit we're using is this. So we've got the adjustable panhards there, and then we've got the pro shock absorbers from Tamer, steering down the bushes, and then they're smart coils. So Paul's now just starting to take everything off, and we're going to get everything fitted. How long do you think this will take? Do you think it's an all-day job?
It depends if we get any problems. It should take around about 4 or 5 hours really, with the condition it's in. See how it goes.
That's not too bad. so they're the same height, but the strength gives it
Yeah,
slightly.
they're like there's like an inch and the 25mm difference.
And then obviously the taper is better for handling,
Yeah, when it's
like on road manners.
Yeah. Normally you've got to check for the orientation where that pigtail sits, but with it being re-welded, it's not got the little hook for it to stay.
So it'll be alright there?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy hell.
Big difference there.
So that's the new height. That's pretty much where it's going to be when it's down on the floor.
Settle down slightly when we bring it down and get the front up a little bit, but we're up to 38.5 inches now.
So that's essentially lifted 4.5 inch?
Yeah, thereabouts 4 inches. 4 inches. It will come down a bit.
It will, yeah.
Front round, but yeah, that's how knackered the suspension was.
And just to compare that to the front, I know it'll be a bit lower on the front now, but that's how low it used to be. Holy heck. So essentially, springs are in now. Paul's just been explaining that the base, where the spring sits, it should have like a little groove that the pigtail of the spring should sit into. But because mine have been re-welded by the previous owner, it's all smooth. So we're just going to include this picture, and this is how it should look. So if you are doing this job, then make sure to put the pigtail in this little groove. That's a massive difference. So the springs are on, shocks are on, and now we've just got to decide where the remote resistors go. So that's what we're just trying to work out. And you think they're both going to go here?
Could be an option, that.
Yeah, I reckon. And the rear panhards off because they're into half cent, an adjustable one. So it just means we've got the option of, well, we will be changing this for the adjustable one. It's a bit more heavy duty, which is pretty much, as all terrain Tamer parts are, way more heavy duty than stock, which even for Toyota standard is pretty bloody good. So yeah, next, remote res shocks. Fit them on here, and then we'll move on to the front.
Don't think. So many moving parts you're going to
look at.
Like them near your upper arms.
The way they flex and stuff.
Yeah, because they'll come up. It flexing when it's actually articulated. They don't really move as much, so it's on full bump. And you should be alright. I mean, they're not going to be here all the time. There's under there. You can get further round, but then you run the risk of panhard.
The panhard would hit it, yeah.
Yeah, at least that's a little bit. flexible.
Yeah, I think that's the way.
The best place there. Get that one first. And what's that going on to? Smart coils fitted, they're all fitted up nice. The motor's Tamer Pro, shocks are all fitted up, guards are orientated properly, you can't just see from there. And then we've mounted the remote res canisters out of the way here. A little bit awkward to get to the adjusters, but should be out of the way enough for everything. Panhard rods, obviously still got to readjust that, so we'll leave that loose for the time being. We'll come back to that when the car's had a rotor, well, at least been moved and settled up. That rotor to make it loose. Get all that measured up, that's good to go. If there's anything else we need to do that really.
So it's just moving on to the front?
Yeah, got the front one now. Same process really. Except we've got the Castor bushes and steel nothing to do.
Cool, let's do it.
Yeah.
So, with the rear done, we're now moving on to the front. So what we've done is taken the anti-roll bar off, bottom of the shock, top of the shock, and then we'll be able to take the wheel off and droop the whole thing down. Have a look at the state of that shock. Woo!
That is on its last legs, that.
A good time to change?
I think good time to change a couple of years ago.
Flipping heck. So this is the other side. To give you an idea, Paul's just pointed this out, that this part should be essentially flat. Similar to that, but instead it aims in, so that's due to snap anytime soon. So yeah, quite looking forward to the change. So similar to the back, this is, oh, you can't really see it, it's quite hard to see.
So it's just
Yeah, it's a bit.
So that's how the back should have looked, really.
Thanks.
weight. Right, tucked up in the corner there. We can just zip tie out of the way, but I think I'll move that around as well.
Just out in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can still adjust it and things there as well.
Yeah, you can still reach in and get it. I'm just going to remember that it's pretty much forward, you know, that white liners.
So we got the front fitted. I say we, keep saying we, but it's all Paul. Shocks in. This is the guard, obviously, to stop the stones hitting from the tyres. Plumbed in up to the top. He's neatly, very neatly, fed this round. So we've got the remote reservoir there, and again, smart coil at the front. And we're no longer sitting on the bump stops, although obviously we have no wheel on at the minute. But looking forward to really getting this down. So we're just gonna go on down to the other side and finish the other side and then fit this front panel rod. So the fronts are on, shocks, springs, canisters put everywhere, as you'll see. Wheels back on now. So the next job is steering dampener, which we've got just here. Front panhard rod, and then we've got to take the bushes out of the radius arms and replace all them with the Castor corrected ones. So that's what we're going to get on with. Makes them look dead short.
It's not TPC.
Well, he is.
Should say makes them look dead short.
Yeah, no, you,
Do what?
it makes you look shorter than you are.
Just like, you just see it.
It's supposed to be.
that is the end of the day. As you can see, big difference. Quite happy with it.
Different car now.
Just need some bigger tyres now, which is going to be probably the next thing that I shouldn't spend money on. But we did say we're going to do a Q&A, so let me get the questions up. So the Stewart's clan have asked, or have said, we are planning a trip to Europe soon, hopefully to see our good friend Tom. What would you recommend as a must take with you, luxury wise?
Must take luxury wise, without doubt, a fridge freezer, proper compressor fridge freezer. No one likes warm beer, do they?
Well, no. Okay.
So definitely 100% fridge.
Any certain brands that you've used, or?
We use the I'm fridge. We used it for over 10 years. It's been through hell. Keeps working. So,
fair enough. Project Overland. With more and more people looking to explore the great outdoors in vehicles, why don't more products from South Africa / Australia head to our shores? Do you think the market's not big enough?
No, the market's there. We have quite a lot of stuff, and we're working hard now at the minute for a new website, new showroom. So mainly for Japanese pickup trucks, the market's massive, and we've got more and more stuff coming in for pickups all the time. We've got virtually everything for the major pickups. We've got virtually everything available. No one knows about it.
Bro,
So we're working on that.
The showroom's going to be cool.
Yeah, showroom's a big thing, yeah, for the UK.
I've been told to ask from Land Rover 80 UK, the rims on the 105 or the 100, which is a 105,
yeah.
Where are they from?
They're American. They're method race wheels, proper B-block. There was a bit of a splash out at the end of that build block.
So there you are. Go and find them or speak to Paul direct and he'll give you the details. JK Overland, for a four-wheel drive without a steering dampener, is it worth modifying to accommodate one?
Depends on the truck really. If it's a solid axle, most of them already have one. It's worth putting on. It's worth noting that if you're trying to hide a fault, the damper's not the way. You need to fix the fault first to stop the wheel shape. If it's independent, and it's on a steering rack, you don't really need one. You probably won't gain anything really.
Well,
a load of work.
JK have got Molly, which is a Mark 1 Pajero.
Yes.
Live axle rear. I think they've modified it to the Mark 2 live axle back.
Independent. Yeah. They're not available for that car. So.
There they are. Answered. Gordon Bugout. Would love to find a good water storage filtration system that doesn't cost the ear. Can you recommend anything?
Not something we get too much involved with. We recommend picking up fresh water. If you're out in the middle of nowhere for a long period of time, then filtration systems. The easiest one, unless you're going to set a car up for going around the world, is the Lifesaver can really, because in Europe you don't necessarily need to go out finding bad water sources to filter it. It's another quite expensive, cumbersome thing to add into a vehicle, unless you really need it. I think the can's the best way.
He does then go on to say, I love the Lifesaver jerry cans, just not the price. Which is fair enough, I think. They're expensive, aren't they? The Bearded Overlander. What is a must-have spare when going on any long trip?
Must-have spare, it really depends on the vehicle. It's a hard one to answer really. It's a bit vehicle dependent. Other vehicles need a lot of spares. Certain vehicles are easy to get spares for in different countries, some are really easy. Probably the main thing to take, no matter what vehicle, is always an auxiliary belt really, for something that can fail quite easily and easy to repair or change. Just beyond that, you could take everything and not have the right part when you need it. So it's really vehicle dependent. If you want to know more on a particular vehicle, give us a shout.
Fair enough. Project Overland have asked again. This is the last one. What checks, preventative maintenance would you advise on before any long distance trip?
A good service. So a good service including all the wheels off, brakes disassembled, the pads out, if it's drums on the rear like a lot of pickups still are. Drums off, make sure the handbrake's not sticking, just generally all the oils all the way through it, and a good service for someone who knows what they're doing, checking bushes. Any wearing parts that might look slightly worn, will want changing before you go on a good trip.
There you are. And you can do servicing and stuff?
Yeah, we can do everything. Yeah.
And where do they find you? Instagram,
Facebook, website at the minute's a bit dodgy, but we're having a new one built next coming months. And phone call as well. Always give us a ring.
will. I'll pop all the details down below. But yeah, for now, well, thanks for all the work today.
Long day, done.
I think we've been out here for 9 hours. So yeah, well deserved beer. So cheers guys, I'll catch you next time.
See you later.